Tonkin. I'm a scientist by training, but now run an eco-STEM education organization called Science Owl. And what we do is we run workshop programs in both schools, but also kind of community locations like libraries. And it's all about combining learning about the environment, but with STEM skills and also creativity. So with any of the workshops, we kind of bring those three things together because we think that's a really good way to engage a wide range of children, no matter what their interests are. And so I've got kind of 4 workshops that I want to tell you about. The first is called our Broken Umbrella Challenge. This is kind of our most widely established and popular program. We were recently featured on BBC a little while ago. And so this is about teaching kids about the issue of waste and the circular economy, but in a really fun, positive, playful way. So what we do is collect up all sorts of broken toys and household items, and then give kids the opportunity to take them apart, explore them, see what they're made of, and then think creatively like an engineer to invent something new with the pieces. So yeah, it's really creative, really playful, and kids love taking stuff apart and being given permission to do that. So that's one. The second is our eco-electronics workshop. So we're just talking about air quality monitors. So what this actually is based on our build your own carbon dioxide monitor kit, but we've turned it into a workshop. So I know that schools are being given or putting air quality monitors into their classrooms, but I thought what better add on to that than actually give kids the opportunity to learn how to build a device themselves. So that kind of maps onto the basic circuits curriculum, which I think is year 4. So yeah, that's kind of what that is about. They get to wire it up, learn how it works, and then do a little experiment with it at the end, comparing the air inside versus outside. Then another one that we have is about renewable energy and the issue of waste again. So what we do, the kind of main activity is that we teach kids to build a model functioning wind turbine out of waste wrapping paper. So we talk about waste and how we can reduce it, and then we also talk a little bit about wind turbines and renewable energy and how that side of things works. And yeah, again, it's just fun, hands-on, and at the end they've got this cool wind turbine that either lifts up a wad of paper or turns on a little light when they blow on it. Then the final one, which is possibly the one that maybe is most of interest right now because we have funding for it, is an interactive science session that we're running for Women's History Month, where it goes through the history of climate science through the storytelling. Like we tell a story of kind of 1800s women scientists that not very many people know about, but who is actually really important. And then we set up a live experiment together with the children that kind of demonstrates the concept of how carbon dioxide traps heat in a simple way, and that runs through the rest of the talk. And then we move from the history to the future, and I talk about kind of 3 climate innovations that I'm quite excited about. So it's things like bioplastics, drone seeding, that kind of thing. So yeah, that last one, we currently have some funding to run that. The other ones, unfortunately, we don't have any funding in Enfield at the moment. But if you're interested and you have budget, then obviously happy to run workshops. Or we also do kind of co-apply for small grants to run these workshops, so we can talk to you about that as well.